Oh, lurkers, lurkers, lurkers. Let's see, John. I got your Facebook message. I just haven't got a chance to respond yet. Unfortunately, apologize, but I did see your baits, and they did look beautiful, nice and clean. They also look like they'll wiggle real good. Oh, Hella live in 30 minutes. Just a heads up. What is Hella doing at 4 o'clock going live on a Friday? No. Who we got? Brian, Jeremy, Tyler, uh, AJ, Tom, Bob, Brendan. What's up, dude? So here's the deal. I have some balsa wood painted, but there is there's a wolf in sheep's clothing, um, and go live when you feel like it. It's pretty much it's the future. If you're curious where live stream is going, all this like scheduled times and put it on your calendar. That's not the future. The future is just everybody being live, and you just go through and you surf channels like you would regular TV. Um, but South Jersey, how are you? Um, what are you in? Oh, weirdo balsa. So I had a dream or a vision yesterday. I don't know if it was yesterday. I was Bob quit sending Brendan feet pics. Um, I was I don't it hit me yesterday. I don't know if I was here or if I was sleeping or if I was at home, but I was I had this vision, and there was some swim baits I had painted, and I put this little pattern down the kind of like the belly side area, and something hit me and said, "You should put that on those balsa baits." And I was painting them today, and I was just about I wasn't halfway done, but I was like I was getting there, and then it hit me. I was like, "Oh, you forgot to do what you dreamed of doing." So I said, you've got even numbers here. Maybe, just maybe, you should just do one, or do like a matching set and make them like at least make those two different, and then you can have all the rest of them the same. So I painted two in the visionary pattern, and I left all the rest of them normal. But I'll show you the difference. And I don't hate it. So, um, I just wasn't completely in love. So here is what the standard bait is. It is a citrus lavender shad kind of hybrid with a iridescent uh, faded out yellow. Doesn't really show up that way, but it's pretty nasty. Looks way cooler in person. Um, there's some there's some gold, and there's some pinky red in the scales. Can't see it, but it's there. Um, anyway, so that is the standard color. This one I put. This was the dream I had was to put these like tiger stripes down the bottom, and it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Uh, you see them? And they're iridescent. Like you can't. They don't really stick out. They just kind of flash when when light hits them. Um, but they look pretty cool. Now that I look at this one, I'm like, well, maybe you should have done that to the rest of them. But I don't. I wasn't feeling it at the time. So I let them slide, and I just did two. Uh, it is subtle, but it wasn't. It wasn't subtle enough for me. So I would have liked something to maybe cover them up and made them a little less uh, sticky outy. But AJ, you are uh, stepping up your eye dotting game, I must say. I don't know what has gotten into you, but you're no longer doing uh, Sloth from the Goonie Eyes. You have transformed your eye dotting to classical, classically trained balsa eyes, and I love it. Who's getting the fancy one? That is a good question, Brendan. I didn't know how to go about who gets the fancy one. I don't know that it's really fancy. It's just different. Um, but if somebody likes different, uh, they're certainly welcome to it. I don't know. I don't know. I thought about just listing it. I thought about just listing it. Well, there's a matching set, and I've got Burns baits that I can do giveaways with, like individual baits that don't go with these. Um, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to list those two as um, a separate listing on the website, and then just whoever gets to it first and wants them gets them, and then like whoever can go, everybody else can go get the other ones. So um, I'll probably list these as like testers. I don't know how to run a waffle. How do you do waffles? Turn it into a fire tiger. Ugh, I don't want to touch it. It would probably look decent with some bars down the side, but I'm scared. Um, uh, Now you are torn: the tiger citrus or the regular. Good question, Aguado. Good question, Aguado. Um, are waffles still a thing? So what do people do? How do those work? You basically pay money, a little amount of money, to get a number, and then you do the random number generator, and you pick a number, and if your number is picked, you win the bait. Is that how those work? $10 a spot, then you give everybody a number and pick a number out of a hat. You don't think uh, Brendan? You don't? Jeremy, you think out of a hat's better than the random number generator? Are those rigged? You want a Metanium Shallow Edition for $30. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Take one and only put one on the papers. I guess I would have to show the whole process. Here's the numbers. Here's the hats. No hidden numbers in the brim of the hat, in the sweatband. Yeah, I guess you have to, like, South Jersey, you would need to inflate the price a little bit just so somebody just didn't buy all the numbers, right? Wouldn't that wouldn't that the way it works? Like, you sell a Hinkle for, $1,500, $1,200, so somebody just doesn't say screw it. I just, you know, if you have like a Hinkle for like 600 and it's a raffle, somebody would just buy all the spots. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm not a double what the bait costs. Okay. I'm not a waffle expert. The mega bass waffle. I don't follow any waffle pages that are not swim baits. Hello, somebody said you were going live, bro. You are really encroaching on my random middle of the day time because I pretty much have 10 to 4, bro. That's no man's land. Nobody dicks with it. But I'm also a member, so it affects me. I have to bail on my own stream. Uh, Day stream property, yeah. I have the 6 hour block in the middle of the day. Y'all can fight over the nighttime. Um, my luck, I would buy all the spots, buy one, and then have one of the spot they drew. Probably they waffle repaints for overstock prices. Uh, I've seen guys buy all the spots at once, spend 900 on a lewd wood rat. Yeah, I think those guys are losing their ass now. Because I saw somebody put up a rat and like couldn't sell it, a wood one. They're like, what's going on with this? A month ago, that thing would have sold instantly. Now you can't give them away. Um, yeah, this is Burns. This is Burns down getters. This is Burns gravel dog. And this is the gravel puppy. This is the gravel puppy. Strike King struck again. I'm just gonna start jacking Strike King's names. Just name your baits as if you were Strike King. What's something? Everything they're running with the dog theme, so you could call it gravel dog is actually pretty good. I mean, it's stupid and sounds terrible, but for what they're doing, sure, gravel dog makes sense. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think other combinations of dog and wigglewort. Wart, wart dog, wiggle dog. Um, uh, the magnet chick, magnet dog. Uh, no crawl colors. No, not this time of year. There'll be other ones. I'm sure that I can do crawl colors on when their timing is more appropriate. Once we get into the fall and into the early spring, we can do something else. Fleabag. That's actually a pretty decent one. But no, it's still summer going into fall. This thing will catch them all the way up till indefinitely. It'll never stop. I did think about doing a red one. I'm like, dude, I'm not painting red in July unless I have to. I don't want to. It just I don't know. Like I've got my one little window of opportunity here in the summertime where I can paint like bright stuff, um, where I don't have to paint crawl colored stuff. And that window of crawl things is slowly creeping up on me, so I didn't want to rush it. I did do the I did throw some I did throw the Japan crawl out there as a shrimp imitator last year, a couple years back. That was on the route. Um, I don't even use a shad colored crankbait. What? What? Really? Y'all are wild, dude. Y'all are wild. You need to do nuclear toxic chartreuse. What does that mean? Explain, Jeremy. I can do nuclear. I like nuclear. These I didn't want to get too wild. I didn't want to go totally berserk. Oppenheimer shed. Uh, dude, what if they would have named that bait the jawjacker? Jaw dog. That would have been awesome. The jaw dog. That's it. That's the one I was waiting for. It finally hit me. Can I name this one that? Is this going to be the jaw dog 2 pack? I think it's got to be the jaw dog. Side note, and when I think nuclear, I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles slime green. Um, oh, as a side note, Does anybody on Instagram follow Outlaw Archives? Just out of curiosity. The dude has like the largest collection of like old motorcycle club paraphernalia, and they all want to like kill him. But anyway, so he's got this huge collection of stuff. Well, that was just like these little gangbangers in LA that were they would like run their cars or their trucks, SUVs into the roll up doors of these grow houses and stuff, and then they would break in and they would steal all the product and then leave. Well, they drove through this guy's Outlaw Archive motorcycle facility where he keeps all of his stuff inside of a safe, and he's got some like really expensive cars and stuff in there. But anyway, he's got like said he had like 20 something security cameras up, so he's got all the security footage of these guys. Well, he put out a reward. He's like, I'll pay somebody $2,000 to tell me who these people are. Dude, it wasn't like 5 minutes later. Somebody messaged him and was like, "That's this person, that's this person, that's this person," and started naming them all. And so for the last like week, this dude has been identifying and like creeping on all these people, and like he's got their phone numbers, calls their moms, like they're all like in on it. He had a drone flying over one of them's house and has like recordings of it, and he's like telling them, he's like sending text messages to them, like telling them where they are and all this kind of stuff, and like what they do, and like what just like pretty much telling them everything about themselves, and posting it on Instagram. But it's pretty entertaining. It's been about the most entertaining thing I've seen on the internet in quite some time. But it's pretty incredible, though. It's pretty impressive, his ability to find all those people. You don't like the homeless fisherman's painted fingernails? Is that cool now? No, that's just his thing. That's just his thing. Seems like a nice guy, though. Never met him. I think he was in Austin for a little bit before I left, but I never ran into him. Is his name Marshall? I will say I guess his video from Travis, where he's under that marina and all those fish come out. I had a similar experience on Town Lake in a treetop, where it was a school of fish, probably bigger than that, and they were all like 3 to 5 pounders, and there was like 12 of them, and they all came out of a tree, following a glide bait, believe it or not. And I didn't do any figure eighting or anything. So that's the nicest swim baits in the world. He's probably getting those for free for promotional work. For sure, he's getting his throwbacks for free. I'm sure he traded something. My next trip out to fish, I got invited to go this morning, believe it or not. Believe it or not, I got invited to go this morning, but Amy got in late and she was tired, and I didn't want to leave at daylight this morning, and or before daylight. I would have had to gotten up at like 4. I didn't want to hose her um, if the kids woke up early, so uh, I let her do her thing, whatever she wanted to do. So I stayed back. Takumi, awesome! I love seeing the Japanese dudes do well. Um, the only glides AJ uses are little finesse jigs gliding right into fishes' mouths. Correct. He's not lying. He is not lying. Buy his jigs. He knows his jigs. Crankbaits. That's we're still on the. He's getting better though with his eyes, so his validity of Crankmaster is going up. But jigs for sure. AJ, Bass Pro Shops in East Peoria, Illinois, still has live target frogs. Drive there immediately. Homeless fisherman has the emo style. His nose ring thing is sketch. I'll imagine something pulling it. Yeah, doesn't it connect to something? His ear? It looks like that dude from 300. That's what every time I see his nose ring that like hangs down, or is it like connected to his wallet or something? Uh, now you moved to Austin. A little nose to ear chain's pretty normal. Hella's live. What a dick. All right, I'm gonna get off of here. I gotta leave anyway. I don't have to leave, but I got things I need to do. But I guess I'll turn this on. And before everybody bails, your boy was busy last night. I got all the skirts wire tied. I need to do a little trimming on them. I'll probably do that here in a minute. But I did. I took my personal blades and I added them to the mix. So I did a 3/8 and a half ounce in the whatever that lunker thing is. What's it called? Vibratron. But if you don't know anything about the Vibratron, we can talk about it. But I did the little Indiana Colorado combo for the little bait guys. I did just the standard 3/8 tandem Willow Colorado for the little bait guys. I did, if you watch the Bama Bass video where I'm spinner baiting, this is the combo that I was throwing. That is the exact bait I was throwing. And then for the guys that like pre-spawn big green largemouths, we did the Chartreuse Willow Clip Kicker with the 4.5 Willow. Got some of those. And then if anybody wants my personal favorite, the 3/4 ounce, number 7 Indiana, number 3 Colorado, classic cypress tree log thumping bait. This is not a reeler. You don't really reel this bait. You don't go down the bank just slinging this. This is a pump and reel kind of. You fish this more like a jig than you do an actual spinner bait. But I should actually go fishing and try and set up a camera where you can see how that works. Yeah, these will spin on the fall, but it's so quick. Like it's like you don't even really. I don't even know that like the fish have time. Like when this bite is the best, I don't even know. It's like such a short pause. It's not because you're fishing a 3/4 ounce bait. and you're fishing in a foot of water, a foot and a half, um, and you throw it and you let it fall, but it's like such a split second fall. It doesn't. I don't even. I think it's just like I don't think they're sitting there going, "Oh, look at those beautiful blades turning down on my head." I think it's like crashing down, and they see it and they're like, "Yeah, it's either now or never." Um, but in a little deeper water, maybe it would make a difference. But to me, when that bites the best, it's super shallow and it's. I think it's just falling on their head, but it's weird. It's weird. So I have to work on these and get these all packaged and ready to go and photographed. All right, we'll go check out Hella. I'm gonna go tell him thanks for interrupting. All right, y'all be good. Thanks for sticking around. Good luck with your sale, Brendan.